Pamela!
Ryan, what?
Can you believe we've done 100 headlines in 2023?
Wow, really?
Yeah! Happy 100 headlines to us!
Woohoo! I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. It's Tuesday, March 28th.
This is the 10 News.
Here are 10 things you need to know.
Processing. First up, a new report by the UN warns the world that we're running out of water.
What? But Pamela, there are floods in California and the sea level's rising and how can we be running out of water?
We're not running out of all water, just potable water, water that is safe to drink. We need fresh, clean water for food crops, for drinking, and to manage our waste systems. 1/4 of the world doesn't have access to clean water, and that means preventable diseases are still spreading. The UN asked nations to pledge to do more to protect water, and the US promised to spend $49 billion at home and abroad to assure access to clean water.
Pamela mentioned there's flooding in California, and unfortunately, even more rain is expected. Tornadoes, which are extremely rare on the West Coast, touched down in the Southern California region. California has seen more from January to March 2023 than in the entire year of 2022. Severe tornadoes in Mississippi caused dozens of deaths. The White House and President Biden have declared a major disaster, which means people in the area will get much-needed help. The damage is so severe because the tornadoes were some of the strongest possible. The scale for tornado strength is the EF scale, which goes from 1 to 5. The tornadoes in Mississippi were EF4, and only 1% of tornadoes are rated that high. The city of Rolling Fork in western Mississippi near the Mississippi River was one of the worst hit areas, and residents say the damage is so bad they may have to move. Unfortunately, tornado season is just getting started. And on the East Coast, although the weather is better, large ocean mammals are facing threats. For months, whales and dolphins have been accidentally coming into shallow waters and washing onto shore. Last week, 8 more dolphins washed ashore in New Jersey. When animals wash ashore and can't get back into the water, it's called stranding. The animals will be examined to find out why this happened. It could be caused by fishing equipment, commercial shipping, or something else.
The CEO of TikTok faced a flurry of questions from leaders in Congress. The U.S. has already banned the app from government devices, but this hearing is about whether TikTok should be banned altogether. President Biden and other leaders are worried about Chinese officials having access to U.S. TikTok users' data. If TikTok isn't banned, it's possible TikTok owners ByteDance will be forced to sell TikTok to a U.S.-based company. The UK and other Western nations are also considering what to do about Chinese companies accessing people's private data.
Becoming a new dad is a magical experience. Just ask Mr. Pickles, the new dad who's 90 years old. Mr. Pickles is a tortoise and the oldest animal at the Houston Zoo. After 27 years of marriage to his mate, Mrs. Pickles, and 5 months of waiting for their eggs to hatch, the 2 tortoises are now a family of 5. Mr. Pickles could live to be 150 years old, so here's to hoping he fathers more critically endangered radiated tortoises.
Ramadan Mubarak to our Muslim friends. The Islamic holy month of Ramadan started last week. From March 22nd through April 21st, close to 2 billion people across the world will fast from sunrise to sunset. Fasting for Muslims during Ramadan means no food or drinks during daylight hours. But after the sun sets, the fast is broken for the first meal of the day, iftar. If you want to wish someone a happy Ramadan, you can say Ramadan Mubarak. Schools were closed in LA last week, and it wasn't a snow day. School workers in LA went on strike on March 21st, which means America's second largest school system was closed. 422,000 students stayed home while school employees, including bus drivers, cafeteria workers, and janitors, took action for better pay. The teachers' union said it supports the strike, which was kept to 3 days.
Play ball! The World Baseball Classic was held last week, and Japan won. The undefeated Japanese team was led by MVP Shohei Ohtani, who played against his MLB teammate Mike Trout, who is playing for the U.S. team. The World Baseball Classic started in 2006, and there have been 5 tournaments, and Japan has won 3 of them. The final was the most watched World Baseball Classic game ever on American TV, with 5.2 million people tuned in. Scientists studying COVID data say COVID-19 was present at the Wuhan animal market. The data hasn't yet been published or reviewed by other scientists, so we can't say for sure, but genetic samples found at the market suggest COVID-19 may have been carried by raccoon dogs. Raccoon dogs are native to China and East Asia. Although they have cute face masks like American trash pandas, they aren't related to raccoons. Instead, they're close cousins of dogs and foxes. This new data suggests they could possibly be the culprits carrying COVID from other animals to humans. The data needs to be studied further, so we will keep you updated.
That was 10 things you need to know.
Check out tomorrow's episode where we figure out if your piggy bank could collapse and we get the best advice.
I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. Thanks for listening to the 10 News.
Data transfer complete.